VEX is Vex in the Flesh, and I'm back with another reaction video. And today we got Stray Kids Rockstar Concept storyline explained by Kpop being Kpop. And this was a very interesting one. She's breaking down the storyline and what she think is playing out within this recent Rockstar prologue video, as well as some juicy stuff about the entire Skids lore.
Hi, Stray Kids have finally announced their second comeback for this year, and the whole trailer is just crazy. The Pirates and Clowns and Jerumi debut. Like always, let's see what we can get out of this trailer.
Let's see.
Before anything,
Kpop being Kpop.
Bang Chen gave me chills, and it's just 100% confirmed at this point. He is the villain of the lore.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, he definitely did give me chills. For sure. He did a great job playing his character, you know what I'm saying? And I was very interested. So they saying that he's definitely confirmed the villain of the lore. I think that's very interesting just for the fact that he's the father of the group. You know what I'm saying?
It's just 100% confirmed at this point. He is the villain of the lore. Bang Chan IN definitely have always been the villain of the STRAYKIDS lore. Anyways, this trailer has a lot to do with emotions, like joy, anger, fear, etc. There are a lot of hidden hanja in the prologue that shows this.
Okay. Nice. Bro, the sorrow one? Y'all are very good at finding this stuff. How did you find it?
And all four of these appear in
so this album gonna be happiness?
In order. And if you put all these four words together, it's literally a legit phrase in Chinese. The phrase is pronounced as, and it means joy, anger, sorrow, and happiness in English. It represents a range of emotions or feelings. The narration by Felix and Chan can be most likely the different emotions playing in the children's heads. The typical angel and demon, where Felix is the good one and Chan is the bad negative one.
Dang, I think it would have still been cool if they had like a actual representation of the angel and the demon on the shoulder, with Chan being the demon and Felix being the angel. I feel like that would have been cool, just like for the nostalgic type of feeling. You know what I'm saying?
And demon, where Felix is the good one and Chan is the bad negative one. The prologue starts with the clock showing the time, 3:25, definitely referencing their debut date. This specific March 25th. Their debut date is shown pretty much in 3 other places too throughout the prologue.
Dang, the attention to detail.
So it can be they're talking about their actual debut here, how they were anxious about the whole thing, and how they had mixed feelings about it.
Okay, I like this a lot. Because now I feel like they gonna really come on here, and they talked about their past previously, but they always talk about their journey, not necessarily, how could I put it? Not necessarily before their debut. You know what I'm saying? Like going on the stage, like how they talking about in the prologue.
But in the prologue's context, it's about the little boy's debut, who has a concert in 30 minutes.
Okay.
Although he's about to perform in 30 minutes, he sleeps and has a lot of different feelings about the concert. The mixed feelings are represented by the clowns and, of course, the angel and demon mentioned before. Felix positive, Chan negative.
He's deep in this.
This scene depicts how happy all of them were at the time of debut.
Greatest dream. Now.
But the inner negative voice takes over and questions.
Will this beautiful dream continue forever?
Extra note. Everyone seems to be in a happy trace, where Jeonjin is the only one in his own senses.
Oh, I didn't peep that before. He do be doing that too. I noticed it, but I don't pick up on it, if that make any sense. Like you kind of just see it and you like, oh, I wonder what's going on with him.
Everyone seems to be in a happy trace, where Jeonjin is the only one in his own senses. Well, the scene represents how the absolute chaos of the mind has started. Ensure if you've taken the right and wise decision, or you've made a bad decision.
Oh, well. Absolutely not!
To the question,
Dang.
will this beautiful dream continue forever? The counter thought rebelled, absolutely not, and then, snapping the little boy back to reality again. The boy wakes up 5 minutes before the concert. The sweet dream where he experienced joy didn't continue, and he's back to reality.
The emotions within me will begin to rouse. I get so angry when things don't go my way.
That boy sighs deeply, and the next thing you see is STRAYKIDS as pirates.
Yeah,
that whole
facts.
scene.
They also had like the little demon dudes who was running around like chaotically too. Interesting. I could see how his anxiety is rising as it get closer and closer to showtime.
Definitely represented the emotion, anger. It seems like something didn't go the way the boy expected. Maybe he didn't have enough time to practice. But in general, there is a fight between two different parts of the mind. One where it's getting anxious, frustrated, and therefore is growing angry because there were times when things didn't go their way, and it affected them a lot in a lot of ways.
Dang. Okay.
That anger can sometimes turn into anxiety, but there's no need to be afraid of it.
Now, we come.
Hey, this scene is very interesting. Like with the contrast of the pirate ship, because in this scene, this is the peaceful type of place. And it looked like they're looking up at the time and they really waiting for their time to obviously debut, because the time is coming up. And as the time come up, you have this sort of peace in, I'm gonna do all right. You be kind of trying to talk to yourself like, I'm gonna do all right. I did practice. I remember last time I played it in the crib before we came to the concert, I got every note right. But what if I mess up in front of the people? And that's kind of that back and forth that they're talking about, you know? Whenever you don't know something, that's when it's really
Turn
scary.
into anxiety, but there's no need to be afraid of it.
Now, we come to the emotion, anxiety, or fear. It looks like all the anger the boy had suddenly turned into fear that his debut won't go the way he hoped for. Notice how there's a bus here. It's definitely referencing Stray Kids' debut music video, District 9.
Oh, I gotta check out District 9. Now, this do make sense because on the clock, it's showing the same time as they debuted. But I thought this was also a representative of them calming down the original scene. Because if you remember in the original scene, the clowns were on this bus. This bus was in both scenes. So this is showing us that in both, this is showing us that this is happening in one place. You know what I'm saying? On one hand, it is chaotic, but on the other hand, it is also calm.
The clock is also at 3:25, March 25th. Felix's narration, anger can sometimes turn into anxiety, but there's no need.
And that's why I think that bus is there. Now, it might be from District 9, but I also think it may be a double entendre. You know what I'm saying?
To be too afraid of it. Conveys a message of how there's no need to be afraid of feeling all these emotions, and it's really okay to feel that way.
Facts.
Because the anxiety is something we create ourselves.
Bitch. First of all, why does Chan
Bro, what? I did not expect that. Oh my goodness.
Something we create ourselves.
Bitch. First of all, why does Chan sound extremely scary? Like I don't even know how to explain. Nailed the role. His line,
Nailed it.
anxiety is something we create ourselves, hit strong, to be
Facts.
honest. We are the ones who create our own anxiety. This is a powerful truth, because it shows how our mind can deceive us into feeling this way constantly. Even though we can't fully control our emotions, there is always a way to escape this.
Nah, facts. This is a deep one too. I feel like this is the part in the trailer that really got me to understand the concept, because we do create the anxiety in our head by being so scared of the unknown that we don't want to take that leap to see what is actually going to happen. And I think that's one of the biggest lessons you can learn in life in order to improve your life, is to negate the anxiety, to escape the anxiety, because no matter what, you're going to question yourself. You're going to think, but you got to stop caring about what you're saying up here and actually care about the result. You know what I'm saying? You can't be so scared of what you're thinking up here that you never get to the result. You got to see the result and then say, dang, not only was I anxious about this, but I saw the result and now I could improve. Now I could switch the narrative. Now I could change what I did to get to a better result. as opposed to overthinking and being negative, because anybody could be negative. But what are you going to do to change that? That's really the big question you should ask yourself up there.
This.
Something we create ourselves.
We believe that you'll do great if you can go beyond these emotions and enjoy those moments.
You can see the boy and the rest of his team again. No, it's 8 members including the boy. The wall starts cracking and generally, according to dream interpretations, a cracking of wall indicates how there are different upcoming problems and obstacles you will have to overcome. This.
Oh, dang, bro. Y'all really do y'all's research, because this may be talking about their debut for
how there are different upcoming problems and obstacles you will have to overcome. This boy and his team have one desired goal. In order to reach that, they should trust in their own abilities and efforts, and they will be able to achieve great things if they allow themselves to feel joy and pride in their work that they share with the world. This time BOM made its appearance in the 5-star trailer as well. He has no time to waste on indecision. His thoughts are a time bomb that could go off at any moment. The concert is starting soon, and he has to join the other 8 kids on the stage.
7 kids.
Of course! It won't be easy at all.
Look, the children are coming on stage. Let's show them how we rock!
Bro.
Of course, it won't be easy at all. Let's show them how we rock. The kids know it won't be easy, but they go anyway to rock the stage. Before I end the video,
Bro, I love this message of this, bro, because I feel like as you get older, you start to overthink even more, as opposed to when you were a kid, you were allowed to really just rock out. You know what I'm saying? You were allowed to make mistakes, and you got to be that person for you. You know what I'm saying? Like when you were a kid, adults allow you to make mistakes because they know that's how you learn. You know what I'm saying? They know that it's not that big of a deal when you're a kid. The repercussions aren't as big. But if you making the smart decisions as an adult, you also got to be able to be the adult for yourself and understand that you're not going to be perfect as an adult just because you've grown a little bit, just because you've gathered some time under your belt. That don't mean you're perfect. You still got other lessons to learn as an adult, just like as you had different lessons to learn as a kid, and you got to give yourself grace and allow yourself to grow. You know what I'm saying? If you beat yourself down every time you make a mistake, you'll never grow. And that's the same way with kids. If the kid make a mistake and every time you punish, then they'll never grow. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna avoid the issue. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna avoid the situation instead of learning and actually figuring out the best way to go about the situation. And you don't want to be a person who just run away. Because eventually all of it's going to catch up to you. Eventually you're going to start regretting. Eventually you're going to accomplish something that you didn't think you could do. And then you're going to start thinking about that stuff in the past. And now you're just stuck in your head. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to give yourself grace and trust yourself.
I want to talk a little bit about IN. In the STRAYKIDS lore, Jeonjin usually is the member who acts strange or the member who actually knows what's going on. Wakes up suddenly, disoriented, sees things others don't. Gets tied up by his own friends, pretends to be hypnotized. Always looking confused. Is he the real IN? Is he in the wrong universe?
Interesting. Bro, I need more of this stuff.
He definitely knows something we don't.
Nah, he definitely onto something. This little clip that they just showed us, he definitely got something going on.
He was the only one who was unsure about Levanter, the only one who didn't feel safe. He also betrays his friends, at one point.
What? Nah, something up.
The only one in Social Path who wasn't harmed. And now,
facts. And I noticed in social path that everyone else was walking his direction, even the other members, when they were going with the crowd, you know what I'm saying? And he was standing there and he was facing the opposite direction, walking the opposite direction. Not only did he not
in the new
get hurt,
trailer, the only one who was emotionless, while the others seemed carefree and happy. Maybe he knows something that could change everything. It's a theory for another day, I guess.
Interesting. Let me know what you think about the concept and the storyline. Do you think Chan and Felix are like the evil devil and one of them is like the angel? And what do you think about IN throughout the lore? I think IN is probably going to play a huge part. And I also think that Chan definitely play a huge part as well. But I'm interested to know your theory, because if you don't know, I love the lore. It's probably my favorite part of the K-pop community other than the music, you know, obviously. But that's probably like my second favorite thing, is to deep dive into the lore and understand it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Without further ado, I'm out. Peace and love always.